Hi fellas, welcome out, welcome back to Hogwarts Legacy. For now, what we're gonna do, we're gonna start at the top of the hill. We're gonna go into every single fucking dwelling and building in this motherfucker.
Revelio.
And we're gonna find the rest of those demi-guises as long as we can get into the buildings, because in Flutes and Loots I had to go into the back of the building, and that was a level 2 lock, and a lot of these are level 3s, so...
Lumos.
Okay. It's kind of nice. Not terribly worried about it right now, though. Wait, anything else in here?
Revelio.
No. Okay. Oh, hey. Shit. Look at that. Abandoned shop. The proprietor of this abandoned shop is said to have used a shrinking charm to aid in storing his inventory. However, a slight miscalculation ended up, for all intents and purposes, vanishing it. Well, what a dumbass. Okay. That's it we got from up here. I think we'll head on over to this building now. And then we'll go over to that water wheel bitch over there. And I wonder if I can go inside that thing up there. Looks like a more room for the Pipkins situation over there. Are you a wizard or not? There you go. Now grab some shit, motherfucker. Okay, here we go. This is the last place we got the... Hey, look! It's a motherfucking big-ass chest. Okay, cool. I already got 2 of these just before I started recording. So that'll be 15 fucking hundred. That's nice. There's no way to... Okay, so that was just a chest, but there's no actual way to get into the building there. So we'll just go in the main building here. Okay.
Revelio.
Yeah, we got... There was the fucking moth to the frame, whatever the fuck.
From the dark wizards. Brave one you are.
Okay, doesn't look like there's anything here in Deathweed and Dogweed and Deathcap. I'll head on over to the water wheel area here. Come here, Mayo bichachos. Can I get inside you? Am I allowed to cross you? I don't think I can cross that. I gotta go up top. Damn. Ain't no shortcuts for the wicked. I wish money grew on trees. But if it did, then every fucking buddy'd be rich, right? Fucking collapse the world economy. I just want to talk with you guys. I just saw a little video, what, yesterday or something? It was by some guy named Razzo or some shit. And he was talking about all these dumbass tropes, and I've actually talked about these little tropes to other people as well. Who the fuck are you? I like your fucking hat, though. That's a sweet little wizard's hat. Okay, there's a chest over here. Hell yeah. But anyway, I always mention it to people. I'm like,
Revelio.
you ever hear those annoying ass motherfuckers? Like they're all like, you know, rich as fuck, and they want like communism and shit, and like, we have such a wealth disparity and an imbalance, and we need to fix it. And the working class and all this, not even the working class, it's just like the impoverished minorities. We need to give them money while keeping every last dime of their millions for themselves and not actually contributing a fucking thing. But anyway, I tell it to people all the time. It's kind of like a situation where you got well, money can't buy you happiness, man, and money ain't everything. And I'm sitting over here like, oh, okay, yeah, money ain't everything, cool. But it's fucking something. Why do I hear a moth? Or was it just a page? Anyway, I tell the people all the time, it's just like, they got these rich people that are like, listen, when you get all the money and all the fame, popularity, the lifestyle, all of it, you finally get there, but it's empty. It's meaningless. So, you know, don't chase after
Aloha Mora.
about a fucking thing related to payment ever in your life.
What do we have here?
Yes, fellas, there's one. There's fucking one. We're gonna wait. But it's just like, what the fuck, man? And anyway, I've talked to people about this before. Just like, why the fuck these dumbasses always saying some dumb bullshit like, oh, money doesn't matter, or money's not everything, and you know, fame, you know, everybody's gonna be fake friends and shit. I'm like, okay, so money ain't everything, but it's fucking something. Like, if money ain't everything, that's great, and I realize that there are important things in life also. And I'm a believer in the Bible, and you know what? The Bible talks more about money than it talks about hell. Do you get what I'm saying here? Like, God knew human nature and how human nature fucking works. Why? Because he created fucking humans. He's God, for fuck's sake. Oh, hey, there's a chest down there. And you want to think that you're smarter than God? Like, bro, for real, are you kidding me? Like, he knew human nature, that's why he talks so much about fucking money. Dude, that is 2,000 gold that we've made just in a few minutes here. That's fucking crazy. Hey, Ashwinder eggs, nice. So anyhow, I see this video of this fucking dude, and he's like, that's a big lock situation, isn't it? Yeah. And he hit the nail square on the fucking head, you know. He must have like scripted it out and then like read off a prompt or some shit because it was very direct. And you know, if anybody knows anything about any video making, if you speak off the top of your head, yeah, you can actually talk about things, but there'd be a few inconsistencies and shit. However, if you speak on a subject and you're very emotional to the words in the specific spots, and is it gonna be a demiguise statue?
Revelio.
Okay, nothing upstairs. Got a little chest here. A big chest over here, hell yeah. Unidentified hand item. Boys, that might be part of our secondary set once we get to concentration and do the fangs thing. Okay, so there's one. Shit. Anyway, fuck, man. Why am I getting sidetracked with this bullshit? Basically, what he said was, like, he started out with, hey, you know, it's fucking lonely at the top when you get here. And this dude's like, bitch, it's fucking, motherfucker, it's lonely at the bottom. What the fuck are you talking? You think it's just a friend fiesta down this bitch? Like, everything's all hunky-dory, happy-go-lucky. We just got a whole bunch of fucking friends down here at the bottom talking about, like, oh, well, once you get all that money and fame, all the friends are gonna be fake. Okay, fuck, at least I'd have fake friends around here right now when I'm broke. I ain't got no fucking friends. You get what I'm saying? Like, there'd be a few people who may be able to put up with you and shit, or might be hanging around you because you've been friends forever before the money, or, you know, they just know you. But come on, dude. One-eyed witch pest. I don't think there's anything down there. But, motherfucker's making all kinds of sense. And he's like, when you talk about money, like, well, money ain't everything, man, you know. I got millions and, you know, it won't solve all your problems. I'm like, bitch, it'll solve fucking most of them. And the dude went on to say, okay, it won't solve all my problems, but it could solve like 97% of my problems. Like today, like before 5 p.m., I could solve 99% of my problems with a huge fucking check. Like, the fuck are you talking about? So it's just all this pretentious bullshit about these people, like, all the way at the top of society. They are the one of two types of people that are at the top of society. It's either the fucking communist socialite idiots who think that we need, for some reason,
fellow got what he deserved.
right back at it. Who think that we need...
Revelio.
What was that? Oh, shit, what's back here?
Alohomora.
They do. They are just worthy of everything that we have to offer, and we should be willingly giving it to them to help the masses, and from each according to his ability to each according to his
Revelio.
need, or whatever the fuck that is. And the funny thing is, communism has never worked. Socialism has never worked. It always and invariably ends up in a situation where many, many, many very skilled people carry the lion's share of the load for many, many, many unskilled dumbasses who simply can't take care of themselves or just refuse to. The only way a communist society would even possibly have a glimpse of a hope of working, right, is if and only if you had a literal Jesus, a literal perfect human being who is completely selfless and only thinking about the welfare and the good of others, and who understands all of human nature at a fundamental level, as if
Revelio.
that person had created the entire human race. Like that, if you have a perfect, completely infallible, just person like that at the top of the society, then that's the only way it would ever have a shadow's hope of a spark of a chance of working.
Sorry if there's a smell. New batch of toe hide.
Wait, can I brush this thing? No. Not fucking. Anyway, yeah.
I always feared he'd come into my place, Harlow. Feared for him, I mean.
Okay, looks like there's nothing here. Okay. There's a hole in your roof there. I didn't know if you noticed that shit. What the fuck? No, nothing up there. See, that's the only way it could work, but the funny thing is, you know, living in a fallen world, you cannot have that human. There was only one ever to live. His name was Jesus. And they killed him for being perfect, okay? They killed him because they didn't like the message he preached. And also, in a fallen world, if you did happen to have a Jesus-like figure that could sit at the top of society and was able to perfectly handle everything in that society, the vast majority of people would fucking hate him for it, for no fucking reason. He would just hate the motherfucker. They would just hate on him. They'd be like, oh, this fucking uppity motherfucker. And then there'd be a racial thing like, oh, why couldn't he be black? Why couldn't he be whatever? Hey, fucking hey, fellas. Got another one. It's a dead chest. Okay. So anyway, yeah, it's just...
Revelio.
Come in, look around, and if you've been eating chocolate frogs, please refrain from touching.
Yeah. Black bowler hat. No, fine. Anyway. Wait, no, it says that chest can be interacted with. Oh shit, we're about to have 2,500, bitch.
Obsession with those infernal butterflies.
Snow. Well, yeah, because I showed her what happens. Okay, guys, it spotted us. That's why we couldn't get into it. There we go. Fuck yeah. Oh, hey, there it is. Sneakoscope. Type of dark detector will spin, whistle, and light up when it detects someone untrustworthy nearby. It should be used with caution, however, as it will alert untrustworthy to use his presence almost instantly. Okay. So anyway, yeah, if you have that kind of person at the top of society, that's the only way that that kind of communist, socialist, like, collectivist society could actually even have a shadow's hope of working, but that nobody exists like that, and if they did, this world full of fallen people would absolutely fuck them. Okay, I just went through there, so this has to be the same shop, I'm thinking. Let it be no contest, man. Like, the dude be fucked, okay?
Revelio.
Okay, nothing here, except a couple of cats at the post office, I think. So my point being is that these motherfuckers out here, like, all rich and shit and famous and what the fuck ever. I'm talking about some bullshit like, you know, it's lonely at the top and nobody's gonna like you and all this bullshit. And you're just like, bitch, give me a third of what you have Magical mail. These chutes in the post office magically store various bits of mail. Post office itself has over 200 hours color-coded based on how quickly a particular letter or parcel needs to be delivered. Like, bruh.
Revelio.
Shit, how'd you even get in there? Do you just hop the desk every morning? Fuck. But anyway, that's just always rubbed me wrong, you know? That, along with the fact that there are, you know, people who can just turn on a camera and be who they are because they're attractive and get millions. Well, the rest of us have to actually work for shit. Which, okay, that's not necessarily a skill issue or anything. It's just an unfair issue, but that's just the way life is, right? Some people can do that shit. You know?
Revelio.
Okay. And with the whole fucking society, fucking communist, fucking collectivist society bullshit, like, listen, bro. I told you the only way it could work, and that'll never actually work, okay? Right? Ooh, what's in you? Nothing. The closest we come to not necessarily a perfect system, but a system that just fucking works the best for everyone, is a system that is going to be inherently, at least perception, like people will perceive it to be inherently unfair. Why? Because it's based on merit, and nobody is born completely equal, even, and on a, what is that?
Revelio.
Yeah, and on a level playing field with everyone else. The savvy traveler knows that some water wells may have more to offer than a relatively innocuous water well in the village of Hogsmeade. Huh. Basically, it's a hand up, right, versus a hand out, okay? I'd prefer the hand up, because the more people that you encourage, right, to be able to do for themselves to the best of their ability.
Come on in. Don't be shy. Mark of a warrior you're in line for, taking that man down.
The more people are going to look at you as someone competent who is actually a worthwhile person.
Revelio.
Like, I guarantee you, ain't nobody in the world, no matter what they say out of their stupid mouths, actually respects a person who lives off the state, does nothing with their lives, and is just a useless piece of shit. Hey, nice.
Aloha Mora.
At least. You know what I'm saying? Of course that'll happen. But when you get, like people want to talk about universal basic income, right? And, you know, it all ties into, like, this wizarding society, too, as we're playing this game, is because, if you think about it, everybody's talking about, oh, progressive, and this wizarding society was supposed to be, like, completely balanced and fair and all this bullshit, and there's still, to this day, there are still discrepancies of shit, and they still haven't figured it out, like the Star Trek society. It could never happen because, you know, money's always going to be there. People are always going to be somewhat greedy.
Revelio.
It's like I was saying the other day, a universal basic income, right? I'm not a fan of that. There are some people who are, like, consider themselves fence sitters or, you know, whatever's moderates, what the fuck ever. And they're like, yeah, I think we should have UBI because, you know, it should help out people. Listen, we have welfare, EBT, already, and that's UBI light. You dig? It's literally a form of a universal basic income because there's certain people... Hey, nice. Dunk Bomb. A favorite among pranksters, Dunk Bomb produces foul odor, causing anyone in the vicinity to evacuate post-haste.
Revelio.
Anything in here? And everybody knows this too. Like, you literally... Wait, what is that? There it is. Frog spawns soap. An amphibious surprise awaits anyone who tries to wash this particular bar of soap. Once submerged in water, a coil of wriggling tadpoles hatches right out of the suds. That's crazy.
Revelio.
Don't see any. Wait a minute. Okay, whatever. I mean, just think about it, right? You get a job, you're incentivized to do that job because somebody pays you to do that job. If you're incentivized to get paid to do fucking nothing, do you know what you'll do with your life? Literally fucking nothing. Like, that's not even a question. There's people that do it all the time. There's people that do it right now on EBT, and they don't want to give it up. Oh, that's a back door to the 3 broomsticks. Okay. They'd rather just live their lives as useless pieces of shit that don't do a fuck thing for society, even though they claim to want to, like, protect the environment and just repeat all the shit they hear online. Like, nah.
Revelio.
We're talking about... Anything in here? What's this here? We already been here? Anyway. I think we were already in here. So when you're talking about like UBI and shit, like you already have welfare, and people who are on welfare, they ain't want to get off welfare. You saw the uproar recently with the people who are on welfare and be like, oh shit, you know, Trump's gonna cut the fucking welfare, and oh my god, it's gonna be, holy shit, we're all gonna die.
Nice to see
Like,
you again.
you know, and everybody's like, well, why don't
Revelio.
fucking... What's this? And there were about to be fucking riots in the street because, you know, he was about to shut that shit down. And, ooh, hey, nice. And then everybody's like, and she had to pay it back? Like, dude. Nice.
Revelio.
Byzantine beret. Anyway, it's just the stuff I think about, you know, it's bullshit, you know. I'd rather give somebody a hand up for them to create their own business, create their own life, create their own sustainability. And it's scary. Freedom is fucking scary, right? You could fail, but that's part of life, you know? If we created a safe society in which nobody could fail, well, we created a stale society and a sterile society in which no one would ever succeed. I heard it said once, you give a man cheap entertainment, cheap sex, and free food, and he'll never do anything other than, fuck, play, and sleep. Like, that's it. So when you incentivize motherfuckers...
Revelio.
They say behavior follows incentives. Well, when you incentivize a motherfucker to do nothing, a motherfucker's gonna do precisely fucking nothing, okay? That's just the way it is. It's just fucking human nature and shit, right?
Particular you're looking for.
Yeah, hell yeah,
What
fellas.
do we have here?
Yeah, so that's the reason why I'm actually not a fan of like UBI or EBT in general.
Oh,
Like,
now then, me guys.
EBT should be used, right? And they should have it like this. If you're dumb enough to go and get pregnant by a dude who was a guy that was just gonna leave you anyway, and you're kind of a retard for sleeping with that guy, right? And oh shit, I can go in here too.
Revelio.
And you're trying to collect EBT for like 18 fucking years, for child support, for, you know, to support your child because, you know, you need food for the child and all this bullshit, and you don't want to work because then you'd have to be away from your child or whatever. Look, you're gonna send your child, if you're not working, you're just staying at home, and you're gonna send your child to fucking school, right? And he's gonna be gone for most of the day anyway. So, thing about it is,
I'm glad I don't have a normal job. I'm happy with my life just the way it is. I thought I was going to be a professor. Can you imagine?
Me, take your time looking about.
oh wait,
Plenty
this
of
is the
wonderful books
second door.
to stoke a curious mind like yours.
So the thing about it is, you're on EBT, you're incentivizing them to use the EBT to be on the state-sponsored system and to literally do fucking nothing with their lives. Like, you're literally just incentivizing them to do that shit.
Aloha
And
more.
well, I have to have this kid. No, you're keeping that kid because you want somebody to pay you for having that kid, and it's usually trying to get the guy who got you pregnant to pay for you, even though he was never gonna stay, right? So the funny thing about it is, he's a bad dude. He slept with you. He finished within thine walls, and then he fucked off, and you were too blind to see the red flags and the writing on the wall as far as what his behavior was, like, that's nobody's fault but your own, sweetheart. And he wasn't forcing you to do shit. Most of the time, that's the case. And you gotta think with all these chicks, the abortion, right? That whole my body, my choice shit goes out the window now. And now you wanna keep the child because you can get paid for it. And that just breeds resentment. Like, the destruction of the family unit is really what has brought this entire society to its knees, I'm thinking. I mean, in the Garden of Eden, Satan went after what? The family unit. He went right after the weaker vessel, Eve, who was more susceptible. Because let's be honest, you can get mad at me for saying weaker vessel, but at the very least, you know for a fact, and I know for a fact, that women function primarily based on how they feel and emotions. Hey, demi guys, hell yeah. And that's literally how they function. Like, I have a mom and I have 2 sisters, and my sister, you know, she got a divorce, fucking, she got 3 boys, she's single mom, has a boyfriend, you know, whatever. I mean, yeah, and it was her fault, and she made bad choices. She should have stayed with the guy, because the guy was actually pretty great. He was a little bit rough, but he was great, right? And they could have worked out through it, but she didn't want to. She just wanted to go sleep with other dudes and leave. So, and hey, whatever. Not my business, but it is if, you know, she's gonna hurt her sons, because now they're gonna have to live in a broken home and they're not gonna be able to actually see their father. It's just complete bullshit. And it's all because you wanted to be, you know, you did everything right at first, and I really respected my sister because she got married, had kids, did everything right, right? Hey, nice. And then, you know, several years of marriage, I didn't expect that he would be like this, and instead of trying to work at it, you know, she just immediately said, fuck it, I'm, you know, divorce. But the point being, like, women primarily based on emotion is how they function. My sister's the same way. Every time she talks about, you know, him and the boys and
Revelio.
everything surrounding that whole situation, it's always bad talking about him. Not completely terrible like he was abusive or anything, but just talking bad about him. Oh, forget this guy, you know, whatever. I was better off without him and all this bullcrap. What was that? I saw something. Yeah, anyway. So there's all this shit going on, right? And every single time, it's emotionally based. So, oh, I hate this slow movement when you're inside a fucking building. It's so crazy.
Revelio.
So anyway, what I think I was trying to say was that if the women function primarily based off emotion, if they feel like they deserve some fucking money for some reason because they were irresponsible and they want everyone else to take care of the problems that they got themselves into, well, if they're gonna feel like they're owed that shit, well, you're not gonna convince them otherwise.
With Harlow gone, perhaps things will calm down a bit.
This bruh's the nicest shop, I swear. It's my favorite. I mean, yeah. And if women are gonna act like that, what kind of a society do we have? You know, if they're all just...
Aloha Mora.
And if you start destroying the family unit, you destroy the core backbone of this fucking country, man. You destroy the backbone of this or any Western fucking society. You destroy the backbone of it. That's why Satan goes after the family.
Revelio.
Yes, yes, I believe that Satan is real. Yes, yes, I invoke a name of a demon. Chief demon. But here's the thing about it, man. Demi guys! Hell yeah. Draconic long coat, but it's purple. We want orange. We want legendary. And I'm not talking that, you know, Satan just makes everybody do shit. Like, no. Let's be honest. They have a common saying in
Revelio.
fucking I guess you could say Christianity or the faith says new levels, new devils, meaning as you grow in faith and your knowledge and relationship with God, that things spiritually will get harder on you, not easier. And for a time, so that you can grow and strain yourself, and then once you get to a plateau, then you can see the next peak and carry on up to there, you know, sort of situation. And also, it's the flesh that we carry around, right? We're corrupted in this corrupted flesh because, you know, some woman was a dumbass at the beginning of time, and there you go.
Markable, come on in.
Oh
Come
shit,
on in.
I was here already.
Don't be
And the
shy.
man followed suit. Some people argue it was because he wanted to go down with his wife and wouldn't want to, if he was, you know. And this is an interesting point, actually. He's like, some people suggest that Adam did what he did because
Revelio.
oh, what's that? That Adam did what he did and ate of the fruit as well after his wife did it, not because he was an idiot, you know. I mean, come on, let's see. If that was the case, then Satan would have gone after him first, right? Or the snake in the garden would have gone after him first, but he didn't. He went after Eve because he knew she works better. She works on women, work primarily on emotions, and if he's acceptable and more easily persuaded one, that
Revelio.
it'd be easy pickings. And he was right, but you know, that was Adam and Eve, the family unit that was meant to be. And I got one demigod statue left around here. That's why he went after Eve, you know. Oh, what's this?
Lumos. Confringo.
Can't get up there. And some people say, hey, Adam went down with his wife because he knew that she,
Revelio.
being now corrupted by eating the fruit and disobeying God, if he stayed with God as a perfect human creation of God, I think we may go back to looking at Hamless and shit now, fellas. There's one left here, but I think it might be behind one of these locked doors, so we'll probably get the bag later. But anyway, like I was saying, he knew that some people say that Adam went down with Eve because he didn't want to leave her, right? So he ate of the fruit as well, knowing what would happen. And then because he wanted to stay with Eve, and he knew that if Eve had been corrupted, she would have to leave, and she'd be out there by herself, and he'd never see her again, and she was the only other woman in the world, besides their children, maybe, at this point. So, and if that's the case, then that's just another case for how women just can totally fuck men's lives up completely. Shit. Hello, leopard cat. And they can blind men to reason, and you can start to see
Revelio.
a pattern in today's society. What are those? Puffskeins. Shit. I didn't know they sleep in trees. Oh, there's a bunch of these motherfuckers out here. Damn. They're all in the trees and shit. I got plenty of them though. But yeah, man. So that's, like I said, that's just an interesting concept. If we look at if that was the case with Adam and he did, and that was the reason he did that. Another reason could be because he's a dumbass. But like I said before, if the case was that he was a dumbass, well, Satan would have went after him first. You know, it would have been easier. But I don't think the case is that he was a dumbass. I think the case was simply that
A castle. Must have been quite stately in its time.
maybe, like possibly maybe, the situation was that
Bombarda.
Adam chose the woman over God. And, yeah. There you go. Which is a terrible decision anyway. And other people say, you know, it's because he was weak or whatever, or because, hey, she gave it to me, so I ate too. Like, who knows? Who knows exactly why? Happened. The thing is, you know, the fall happened. I believe that happened. And then we, as a race, honestly, the human race, was completely fucking cursed from that point on to be corrupted and fallen. That's why we act the way we act, and we are the way we are. And why men can be complete dumbasses when it comes to women, like for real. Okay, there's another hamlet up here. Yeah, there's a couple northern hamlets. Demiguise statue. Okay, we'll go there because there's one in there, and there's one here. Yeah, these will be much easier to find. Okay, we'll go. We'll hit these two real quick. Woo wee! Yay! All right. Oh yeah, I say all that to say that you know, the flesh that we carry around is cursed and corrupted now because, you know, they disobeyed God. So now the flesh being corrupted, yeah, we're separated from God and can never be reunited unless it's via His Son, right? So that being the case, a lot of people are talking about, and some like Christian people, well, you'll get tired of hearing it, and sometimes I get tired of hearing it too. It's like, oh, the devil made me do it, or oh man, Satan comes and he gets at you and he comes in different ways. Like, listen, guys, Satan, do you know what he does? He targeted Jesus himself, okay? He targeted fucking Paul, okay? He targeted the disciples, okay? He targeted high-profile, high-level people who were disrupting his desired order because... Ooh, hey, consolation.
Smelling the meat, he's like...
But who are disrupting his desired order. Do we have to wait? I'm gonna wait. And there are people who are basically, I guess, the people you would call, what, shakers and movers? People who are actually moving the planet for the cause of Christ. And, yeah, I think that was it, maybe? No. You need to wait again. I mean, anyway, like it has anything to do with the fucking game, but yeah, you know, and so the point being is...
Here's one of those tables Professor Shaw mentioned.
Yeah, why can't I do anything with it?
Revelio.
Oh, what the fuck ever. Anyways, let's go find this shit. But yeah, man, so... The point I'm making is that the flesh, you carry around that flesh, and it's corrupted flesh, right? Okay, here's the fast travel point, boys. Now let's search as we... Wait, what the fuck's this? Warning, dog bug sighting, be careful. Oh, okay, cool. Nice. Is that your flesh? And you know, the people say the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. The spirit is of God, and the flesh is of corruption, unfortunately, and we made it that way. So the flesh has become corruption. That, you know, we give into our vices, the flesh, addictions. It's all the flesh. Like our literal physical human forms. It's all about the human form, like the flesh that we have right now, and it's weak, right? I don't want that.
I should investigate.
There we go. Silver leaf. That's the second botanical handle, fellas. But yeah. Didn't really like the botanical ones anyway. That one's nicer than this one, though, I think. Still liking a celestial bit. Whew. But anyway, yeah, so, I mean, the point is that
Revelio.
People talk about, oh, the devil, and oh, he's gonna get me, and oh, he made me do shit, and like, no, like, Satan is attracted to higher profile targets. You know why? Because most of the people who are saying, oh, the devil made me do it, they're not living lives that are moved Christ and that they give into all the time. Oh, we want sex. We want to...
Guys.
Hell yes, there it is, fellas. So, if we go look at this from... There's your spawn point over there, fast travel. Then you go past the first building on the left into the second building on the left, and it's right there on the first floor. There you go, fellas. Another guide. So, point being, Satan doesn't really make you do fucking anything, and if he... or make you do, or, influence your decision or any bullshit like that. No, he doesn't. You are the one that fucks yourself all the time. And hey, nice. A lot of people can't wrap themselves, you know, wrap wrap their head around the fact that, hey, you know, like a lot of Christians and stuff, it's like, oh, it's not Satan coming after me, it's my own flesh that's weak. And Satan has like literally so little to do with that shit. Like literally nothing to do with it. It's my own flesh this week. Like you don't even rate the attention of Satan himself. You're not moving enough to make to rate the attention of Satan. Like you're not. Like it's kind of like people wondering, well, I wish, you know, the president would, like, you know, honor me with some shit. Well, if you've never done anything so ridiculously outstanding as to attract the attention of the president of the United States, you're never gonna get the fucking attention of the president of the United States. In the same fashion, if you're not, like, on the fucking warpath for Christ,
Revelio.
Satan's gonna consider you such a non-issue and such a non-fucking threat that he's just gonna be laughing in your face and leaving you to fall on your own dumbass self because you're just doing it yourself. Like, there ain't no devil made me do it. Ain't no, oh, well, Satan's influencing me. Like, nah, you influence yourself, bitch. Like, you're just so fucking weak. And you don't want to admit the fact that you are weak, but you're just so fucking weak that you can't control yourself. You have no self-control.
Revelio.
And you want to blame everything else except for the fact that you made a dumbass choice. Or a stupid fucking mistake. You know? Either way. My point is, is that Christians who say some bullshit like, oh, well, you know, Satan's after me today, or Satan's really pulling, like, piling on me today, like, he's not. He's really not. Like, the simple, harsh truth of the matter is this. You
Honeydews potion wants keeping away from today's young.
Are not effective enough in your life and your mission for Christ to even warrant the attention of Satan. You're not. That's the long and fucking short of it. What the why would you do that? You're just sitting there fucking around, getting yourself into trouble, and coming back to Christ like it's some sort of gumball forgiveness candy machine where you just, oh, I'm sorry, let me come back. Like, no. A lot of people think about that too, like, oh, well, I can just say your religion's bullshit because then I can just say, I'm sorry, God, and then everything's all forgiven and everything's hunky-dory and everything's good to go. Like, no. Like, if you mean that you want to be forgiven of whatever it was that you've done, sure, he definitely means that. And he definitely will forgive you. But the thing is, you have to do something called repenting. Hey, unidentified hand, I'm nice. And repentance means a turning away of and an abandoning. You have to be so remorseful for your acts that not only do you say, I messed up, I want to be forgiven, I'm sorry, but also, I will never, to the best of my ability, I will try my hardest to never do anything like that ever again. I turn away from that activity and I am making a focused and concentrated effort to not be susceptible and influenced. Oh, that's right. By that particular vice or that particular stumbling block in my life. And then you move on from it. But the long and short of it is people won't want to take responsibility for themselves if you incentivize them to do nothing. They will do nothing. If you give them money for just existing, then they're just going to take advantage of that, take that money, and do not a fucking thing with their lives. They're just,
Thank you for all that you've done for us.
Yeah, you're welcome. You get what I'm saying? Like, I know it's pretty long-winded and I'm just fucking rambling, but like, seriously, guys, are you tracking? Like, it's why they say don't feed the fucking monkeys, right? I say this all the time. Like, I asked my mom this once, and my mom's a very fucking smart woman, you know, wise in the ways of the world. She was, you know, very practical. I don't know what the fuck that was, but I'm not interested. My gear slots are full of fuck. Man, I need to get those last 3 Merlin trials and then we can come back and get this.
Revelio.
But yeah, anyway, all this to say that this UBI and this bullshit, it's just bullshit, right? If you like my mom said, and she explained it to me, and a lot of y'all's moms and shit explained it to you as well. If you feed the wildlife, they're going to become reliant on you feeding them, and it will cause, ooh, shell gray, nice, and it will cause an ecosystem of dependence upon an outside influence. And if you do it long enough, well, the next generation of, let's say ducks, right? You feed the ducks. The next generation just comes by and the parents teach them, hey, all you have to do to get food is to come over here and they'll give you food. And the next generation of ducks gets completely fucked because I didn't get any shells. This is brand new. Ooh, that's slick. It's got like a little trigger situation there too. I like that. I'm gonna keep that for a while. And it creates like a culture or society or whatever the fuck of dependence, right? And they depend on that. And then when that stops happening, well, they all die off, and then they're not actually fulfilling the role that little ducks should be fulfilling, which is hunting and foraging and gathering for themselves. It's kind of like the ecosystem, right? If you got a bunch of ducks in a place because that place has a food source that's like a bunch of bugs or whatever the fuck the ducks naturally eat, and then they keep the population of bugs down, well, you start feeding the ducks, now the ducks get dependent on you, and they're not hunting the bugs, and then the bugs start breeding out of control and start spreading disease and shit. Like, shit just rolls downhill, and that's just a small example. You get what I'm saying? So, oh shit, what's this? I don't know, but I'm gonna fuck it. Oh wait, I did this one already, I think. It says interrupt the charging Mongol with the pulse, so I'm gonna try that. Damn it, I one-shot him. Fuck. Never mind. So anyway, yeah, creating a culture of dependence does nobody any fucking good at all. Because if you think about it, you know, and that's just the ducks is a small example. People are gonna feed them whatever the fuck, right? But think about this, okay? You give people the UBI, and it's already been seen on smaller scale in the EBT community, right? Fucking, hey, I got my fucking food stamps and shit. And since I got my food stamps, there ain't no reason for me to do a fucking thing. I can rely on this and just have food, and then somebody else can pay for all the other shit that I want. You know, it just
Merlin trial
creates and incentivizes a culture of dependency, and also, you know, you're continuing to evolve in that way by finding different by also finding different ways to have other people fucking okay, up there. Other people start funding your life in different areas. What do I mean by that? Well, I mean, you got your life funded by EBT. This incentivizes you to not want to work because you don't have to. So what do? You work a little bit to try to find a way around having to pay for all the other stuff you need. So you start trying to use people to get them to pay for shit. You get what I'm saying? So, easiest game of my life.
Settled.
So you create this ecosystem of dependence, and then everybody Like, that money has to come from somewhere. You give a UBI, that basic income, that has to come from somewhere, and it's usually coming from the government, right? It's state-sponsored. And if you try to state-sponsor, like, all the fucking rich people, like the very ultra-rich, they already pay most of the taxes, but if you try to state-sponsor to fund the lifestyles of the rest of the United States on a basic level, they are rightly going to say, or they are going to say, and rightly so, that we can go fuck ourselves, because they may make a lot of money, but they also have gigantic corporations that take a lot of money to run, and if they've built that corporation, or they built that business, or whatever, they're going to want to keep the money that they've earned, because it's their fucking money. So the situation becomes a bunch of lazy people mooching off the government because the government said, hey, we'll let you mooch. And then, who do they mooch off of? The people that pay taxes, because taxes are the things that are going to be paying for this shit. And what happens when the people who are working these dead-end jobs, because not everybody's going to be like able to be an influence. Like, if there's a bunch of people on
Would you mind helping a poor old witch?
okay, what's up? If there's a bunch of people like on EBT
What seems to be the problem?
on
You
basic
may well
universal
ask.
basic income and shit.
I'm convinced
Holy
I
shit, it's
saw a
Weasley.
grim, an omen of death.
Okay,
All I need is an invisible.
I've got a few of those. Yeah.
Well, as it happens,
Oh, you're a gem, you are.
Yeah, I got
No
nothing to
grim is
make.
going to.
Cool, thanks.
I must insist that you accept
cool.
this
We did it.
small
We did it.
token of me gratitude for your thoughtfulness.
And it is fucking nothing. Okay, cool. Anyway, how many did she take? Fuck, I had okay. Anywho, yeah. So if you got somebody who's living off the government dime, and that's being funded by taxpayers, the people who are working these jobs, well, they're not going to be able to all be like influencers and shit. So now you got these people fucking working. Holy shit, there's one right here. These people fucking working. These dead-end jobs, or even their regular jobs, whatever, and they're going to be paying the taxes. Falls to the working class. We see this in New York with Mamdani. What happened? He had to increase the property taxes, and everybody turned around and was like, you're not going to increase the property taxes on us, bitch. Like, we wanted to tax the ultra-rich, and the ultra-rich, they got the money to just fuck off and leave. So there's always going to be ways around that shit, right? There it is. So ultimately, what begins to happen is people begin to get, oh shit, oh, damn, I'm gonna Indiana Jones this shit. Just go with the flow, baby, go with the flow. People are ultimately gonna get angry, perturbed. That thing's slow. And resentful at the fact that they have to fund the lives of a bunch of these people while they want to stay home and fucking sleep in and all this bullshit, but they can't do it. Why? Well, because they have to work, because they're not getting universal basic income. So you know what they're going to do? They're going to apply for the universal basic income. They're going to be like, well, shit. If these motherfuckers are going to be lazy and do it, come on. Well, then why should I pay for them? Wait, what the fuck? Bruh. Seriously? They're going to basically say, why should I be paying when I don't need to? And this is all bullshit because they're just being lazy, sitting around getting paid by the government to just exist, and I have to actually work and pay for these fucks? Like, no fucking thank you. And if you start trying to tax the ultra-wealthy, well, when you start getting to the point where you're taxing the ultra-wealthy at like a rate of 90% of their profit, they're not going to want to do that, bro. They're not making a business to enrich the lives of a bunch of other people that want to be fucking lazy. They're doing it to enrich the lives of people maybe who want to work, right? Maybe who actually want to do something with their lives and make something of themselves. And so they give them jobs. See, that's how the free market economy works. You have a guy that makes a company, and he's at the top because he took all the risk in the beginning, and then he grows that company to a huge proportion sometimes, maybe, or moderate, either way. And once you got that all done, then he's able, because of his wealth and his prosperity, to give jobs to people who need money. But you get a UBI, and you have those guys just paying for people, but they have to pay for people without those people actually working for them. Well, now you got a problem because they're paying everybody, but ain't nobody making any profit for them, and they're just coming out of pocket.
A Merlin trial.
And it's all bullshit.
Lumos.
Come here. So the more you incentivize people to do nothing, well, the more nothing the fucking people are going to be incentivized to do. And they ain't gonna do shit. They're just gonna sit around all day, play video games, fucking jack off, and you know what? If you got a bunch of people on EBT or UBI, and they're running around playing video games and just doing nothing all day, because they don't want to work, well, where's the incentive for anybody to have any ambitions? Because if anybody does have any ambitions, they want to start a company, they want to get a job, they want to make something of themselves, well, if they have the knowledge that if they do that, they're going to have to start paying a whole lot of money to people who don't want to do that very same thing that they're doing, and they have to support their lives now, well, they're not going to want to do that, so they're just going to not get a job either. What's this here? Interesting. Anyway, I'm just like ranting and raving and shit, but for real, bro. Like, some of the ideas that these people have are just retarded. Right?
Lumos.
I'll go over here real quick, see what's over here. Is this just a way out or a way forward? Oh, very cool. Hey, a fucking chest, nice. Okay, so we gotta complete this last Merlin trial, and then we'll come back and get the fuck. Holy shit, dude. Anyway, yeah. I mean, I'm talking all these TED Talks and shit all the time, but fuck, we have to fire this thing too? Oh my god, bro.
Confringo. Lumos.
So anyway, I'm just not a fan of all that bullshit. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm just kind of fucking over all these people who just want to live a lazy fucking lifestyle when I'm out here working my ass off. Damn it. Son of a bitch. Fuck this thing. You interrupted me.
Lumos.
Well, he's dead. So anyway, yeah, just some bullshit, man. Like, I hate the fact that there be people around here that just wanna... Shit, dude. Take advantage, not actually do shit. Where the fuck? Why I have to go all the way around? Bro, this is so fucking annoying. I mean, so yeah, fuck, anyway. Dude, how the fuck, okay. So anyway, guys, yeah, it's just me talking, you know, like, just some bullshit, man, because I'm sitting here like I'm trying to, like, common sense, dude. Common sense. Nobody wants to spend all their money to go and support the lifestyles of people who want to be lazy pieces of shit. Like, nobody wants to do that. And if you keep supporting them to be lazy do-nothing pieces of shit, they're just going to be lazy do-nothing pieces of shit, man. They're not going to want to do a fucking thing else. Oh my god, bro. Oh, holy fuck, dude. Jesus, what the fuck, man. Oh, it looks like we're starting that one over again. Fuck. Just couldn't find a way to get there, bro. Yeah. Anyway, I'm just rambling now, aren't I? Just being fucking annoying. But dude, for real. Like, What is all this pretend bullshit that we've made up about? Okay. So now I gotta go... Oh my god, bro! Where's the fucking tree?
Revelio. Lumos.
Dude, for real, bro. Like, I don't understand. Holy fuck, man. Just trying to find a fucking path up the mountain.
Lumos.
We could have just walked right the fuck back up here. Jeez, what the fuck? Thank you. Fuck, dude. But yeah, anyway, it just makes no motherfucking sense to me, like, why I'm gonna support someone else's lifestyle I don't know and they just want to be a lazy piece of shit. Like, no, fuck you. Like, I wanna keep the money that I make. I don't wanna pay taxes at all. Like, and I don't wanna give people a fucking handout. A hand up for sure. Dude, I will help a motherfucker all day. I own a company. I will give them a job if I have work for them to do. I will help you out if you're willing to do the work. Like, I've done it before. And it was the fucking... Okay, challenge complete. The greatest fucking feeling in the world to be able to go to someone who needed a job and say, listen, bro, I got you for, you know, like a week. I'll give you something to do, and I'll pay you for that shit. Okay, this is it, fellas. Increased storage for gear. And there's a bunch of other Merlin trials if you look here at the shit, I think. Unless they just all, like, dissolve after you... Nah, see, there's a Merlin trial right the fuck there. I wonder if there's any fucking reward for actually finishing all of them for some reason. Anyway, yeah. Got enough fucking problems in my life and in this world that I don't need to be fucking bothering trying to solve everyone else's fucking problems, you know? Fucking Quidditch goggles. Shit.
Lumos.
Okay, we're gonna go back to that little hamlet. Anyway, fellas, yeah, just not a big fan of it, you know. I just rambled, you know. Maybe I should talk about the game. Maybe I should talk about my own, like, views on things and my own ideals and what the fuck ever. But basic bitch facts is incentivize people to fucking do nothing and be nothing, and you get nothing out of a society that has been lazy, pampered, and dedicated to the dependence of other people without accountability
Revelio.
for anything. Okay, fellas, we are going to head up to Pittapon Ford now. I'm going to put a marker over there because we got, I think this will be the last thing we do today. I'll finally get that last demiguise statue. And we'll have gotten maybe, we had 3, and then we're at 8. So we got 5, 6, we'll have 7. I think 7 D statues. Yeah, we'll go to Pittapon, we'll get the, we'll collect everything. We'll loot the entire fucking area.
These rocks have seen better days.
Flying over to Forbidden Forest. Such a dark and dank place, but it seems a lot smaller than they make it out to be. A lot bigger when you're on the inside, though. Like my last girlfriend. Anyway, I don't even know how I got off onto that tangent, but yeah, that's where I lie, and that's where I sit, and that's where I stand, so hey, fuck it, eh? Hey, liking the gameplay so far, fellas? Boring as fuck? Excellent. Listen to me drone on? Not really interested? I understand. That's okay. Subscribe anyway, put me on the background, let me drone on, watch a little bit of gameplay. Fuck it. You know, maybe at the very least, if I'm doing this situation where I could talk about my ideals and the things that I think and how I believe, some of you might be able to just, you know, sit there and nod along and listen to me drone and just be entertained for, like, I don't know, an hour or so.
Like a place right out of a storybook.
It kind of actually is, if we're...
Revelio.
Beware the spiders. Got it. Okay, what you got? Evidently, a spider infestation has made this area particularly treacherous. One wonders how many areas could use a sign like that. Yeah. Okay, looks like we're going down here to collect this chest first the fuck off. Okay, that's 32 gold, hell yeah. Okay, so this place is fucked with spiders. I hear them, but where are they?
Wingardium Leviosa. Confringo. Stupefy. Bombarda.
Got you. Hornback Hatchling. You can suck my dick. Who are you here? Oh, is that a duck bog? Shit.
Bombarda. Leviosa.
Okay, he's done.
Confringo.
Damn, level 25, and I just one-shot him with one singular damage spell. Hell yeah. Okay, fellas. If we're going to Pittapon Ford, please be aware it is infested with motherfucking arachnids. It's terrifying. Oh, hey. Spider Fang. I need that for potions and shit. Okay, but I don't see where the fast travel point is, but we'll get to that later. Inside the first house here, though, we've got some goodies. Have to jump into it. Okay.
Revelio.
What do we got in here? Big chest, baby, big chest. I received nothing. Okay. Like, literally received nothing. It's fuck shit. Okay, there's a chest here. 46 and a chest here. That's a swirl dark gray. Okay, was the swirl another one that we don't have yet? I don't believe see, shell and swirl are ones I don't think we had. Yeah, the swirl. This is regal, orbicular, imperial, swirl. Oh, I like the wrap on that. Yeah, I'm gonna rock that for a bit. Okay, we got 4 more, and they're all just gonna be copies of and different color versions of another. I guess you get these handles like all over the place in some quests and shit, but this shit's kind of nice. Okay, fellas, there we go. That's all fucking good to go. What the fuck?
Revelio.
What do you have for sale over here, huh? Indira Wolf.
Hello. Do you have a moment?
Yes, but just the one, I'm afraid.
Okay.
Running the shop keeps me rather busy. I'm the new proprietor, Indira Wolf.
What do you got?
Do you have for sale?
Nothing I can't get myself. Yeah. Fucking hell. How much shit do we have here? Wow. Bunch of fucking shit. Holy crap.
Thank you for your business.
Stitches and drops, 10% markup. Let's talk to her.
Hello again, Miss Wolf. Any whispers of anything going?
You took care of that rampant dog bug. We're all so very grateful.
Wasn't that
Now
hard?
life is as idyllic as it ever was.
Cool.
Can you tell me more about yourself?
Oh, I haven't had a normal conversation with anyone for a while, so pardon me if I'm a... My father passed away recently and I've been complete... I hadn't realised how much work went into running a shop. Inventories, maintenance, customers, bills, accounts, and on and on.
Yeah, that's a lot. I can confirm.
What can you tell me about your shop?
It may not be as fine as what you'd find in Hogsmeade, but I think we have a certain rustic charm all of our own.
I'm sure you
We
do.
sell all sorts of beast byproducts for potion making.
I have all the rare stuff in my vivariums,
I
but
actually have to be off, but it was nice talking to you.
see you, Indra. Look, if everybody had, like, there's one broom left that I have to buy, and that's got to be from the one chick, and it's like a $2,500 broom appearance. And that shit just feels like it might be ugly as fuck, so I don't know. What's this here? The rampant dog bog is no more. Some brave soul finally put it to rest, and we can have some peace. I doubt there's been such an affliction upon the land since the reign of Emmerich the Evil. I think they mentioned him in Harry Potter. Ron complaining about, like, the weird names the goblins had. Got a couple of chests and shit over there. Oh, a chest down there too. Okay, so let me take care of this. And
Revelio.
keep an eye out for the demiguise statues too. Just a Merlin trial up there, nothing else in here. I'm gonna go get this chest down over here though. Where was it? No, it was here somewhere. Ah, there it is. Okay. Score, fellas. Pop. Suck it. Just because I can. Second house in the town, the big house. Let me in here.
Revelio.
Okay, we got a little bit. This is probably for the room of requirement. Yep, a Niffler statue. Very nice. Got the big chest over here. Plaid casual school uniform. Okay, what's this? Oh, something just on the outside of the house. Nothing. It gave me fucking nothing. Okay. What's this? Rampant dug bug, a monster in our midst. We see a bit of driftwood as well as like the fiercest dug bug to hold. Okay, yeah, we already got it though.
Revelio.
Okay, okay. I see some shit over here.
Haven't a clue why there's such a fuss over poaching.
But I wouldn't give for a cup of mushroom tea.
Confringo. Bombada.
Ah. Took care of those motherfuckers easy as fuck, bro. My gear slot, Nick, motherfucker. so over that bullshit. What, I get 2 extra fucking gear slots? Come on, bro. I need infinite gear slots! Fuck! Okay. Back to the hamlet. Because... fucking... growl at me, bitch? Come on. Let's go. Get it. Come on, bitch.
Leviosa.
Come on, you fat bitch. Okay, we're ready now. We're ready. There it is. Floating away with his tongue. Shit. Got it. Okay, now you and I, everybody, both know, we all know, there is a singular
Revelio.
fucking... It's here somewhere. There's a singular fucking, over there. It's gotta be in that hut. A singular fucking demiguise moon. And here is the fast travel. It's gotta be...
Delightful place.
Level 1.
Hello, Hamora.
It's gotta be in here, right? Gotta be. Corkscrew. Wait, that's a 3rd corkscrew. I didn't think there were triplets. Is it here? Fuck, it's not. There's gotta be another building around here then. There's gotta be another one. See, we got 3 corkscrews here. Light and dark brown. That's actually kind of nice. I like that. I'll be rocking this guy again, though. You know what? I'm gonna go back to my OG. I'm black and gold. I like that. Okay. Go take care of this fucking dug bog and shit. Just want to cause fucking problems. You just want to aggro me all the time. Not even fucking playing with you right now, dog. Dude, the multi-spell wheels is probably the best investment I ever made in this game early on. Like, if you guys are playing this game and you want a big... Oh, there. It's gotta be in here. You want a big boost, a buff early on? Dude, all your talent points, spend them on getting the fucking...
Revelio.
Abso-fucking-100%-lutely get the... spend them on getting your additional spell slots. Because like I said, you can have like a whole 2 sets with the control and whatever spells in them, but also the damage spells. Like you can have all of it. Fuck, dude, there's got to be a demiguise statue in here somewhere. I didn't already get it, did I? Am I fucking tripping? Am I a fucking retard here? No, I got all the chests and the field guide. I just need the demiguise, bro. That's it. And I actually have to go and get that last chest. I've discovered it, but I need to go and actually get it. Okay, so we've been to every building in except for... Okay, we haven't been to this one. Okay, yeah, all the little buildings across the bridge. I think we went into that one. Or did we go into this one? Have we been in here? No, I don't think we have.
What do we have here?
Aha!
A demiguise.
It's in here, fellas. It's in here. Where is it? Upstairs? 3rd floor, on the floor. There it is, fellas.
Mine now, demiguise.
Kerblamski. Okay. Fucking A. Get down the fucking stairs, dude. So, this building, 3rd floor up. It's got like a little balcony thing, but it's basically... If you pop off at the fast travel station, and there's that one house there, if you go down 2 houses, it's this one with the big bay window and all that good shit. Big tall house. Okay. Well, that'll do it for today, fellas. Thank you, as always, for fucking joining me. I appreciate the fuck out of it. And, yeah. Thanks for listening to all my bullshit. Maybe next time will be a little bit more entertaining. Fuck, I don't even know how to be entertaining. I just talk. Anyway. Fuck it. I'll catch you guys later. Alright. On the fuck out of this piece. Bye-bye.